It's Friday, March the 24th, 2017, and this is your Weekend Barbados Today News Update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Top in the news at this hour, police are investigating an unnatural death at Maps St. Philip. According to Police Public Relations Officer Roland Kobler, police discovered a man lying face down in blood after receiving a report just after 2 p.m. The man is said to be 66 years old. Investigations are continuing. In other news this Friday, one of the island's leading clerics has been charged with assault. The leader of the Roman Catholic Church appeared in the District A Magistrates Court, charged with assaulting Junior Blackman on December 26 last year. Bishop Charles Gordon, who is represented by Sir Richard Cheltenham, QC, pleaded not guilty to the offense. Magistrate Christy Coffey Sargent granted him $3,000 bail. He returns to court on July the 13th for trial. Local real estate mogul Sir Paul Altman is calling for urgent action to correct the inefficiencies in the Barbados economy. He says the problem is creating a level of uncertainty among overseas investors who are willing, ready, and able to provide a tsunami of investment here. Sir Paul says the fact that there is in excess of $2 billion worth of real estate on the West Coast for some time now is a reflection of the low levels of confidence in the Barbados economy. He was speaking during the 2017 First Citizens Investment Services Market Outlook Seminar at the Hilton Resort this morning.
So when I use those two words that I would underline or print them in red: efficiency, lack of efficiency, and the other one, confidence, lack of confidence. And I think that, yes, you can say some of that, certainly from a confidence point of view, uncertainty, that may be global, but certainly from an efficiency point of view in our market, that is very much our market. People that come in here to invest, they expect a certain level of a certain reception in terms of what their expectations are, in terms of how they're going to be greeted, how they're going to be handled, and we worry about that daily.
Economist Dr. Clyde Maskell advises the Democratic Labour Party to follow in the footsteps of its former leader Sir Lloyd Erskine Sandiford and tackle the country's economic woes head-on. Speaking at the NUPW's 73rd annual conference last evening, Maskell knocked the government's poor economic management and he warned that securing money from China is not the answer.
I heard a leader of a new political initiative who believes only businessmen can lead this country. He condemned the established parties for playing politics with public policy. Yet, he then suggested that public servants would not pay income taxes under his regime. I want you to think about it, that a public servant is working for $8,000 and is not paying taxes, but a person in the private sector working for the same amount of money pays taxes. Remarkable. Rest assured that there is no one man who can deliver the solutions. However, the process has to be led. The leadership must do a Sandy and accept the reality. The view that the current government can run to China for a big loan at low cost is fraught with danger. It is time for truth, and therein lies the real danger. It has taken too long to deliver truth. The fiscal trap that Barbados is in has nothing to do with protecting the vulnerable in the society. That is political spin.
And Finance Minister and St. Michael Northwest NP Chris Sinclair is arguably one of the front-runners in the ruling Democratic Labour Party. But it seems he will have a challenge on his hands whenever the next elections are called. Our news team paid a visit to several communities in his stomping ground today, and there's no mistaking that Sinclair has the backing of die-hard supporters. But equally, some residents want a new MP, and others who voted for him in the 2013 elections suggest they are undecided.
All I care about, my little pension I work for, I get it because it's mine. When I was working, I pay for it, and they give it me. Once I get there, I don't care who did it, but since they don't give me trouble, I have no problem with them.
There's been a disconnect. There have been a disconnect. with the people in this constituency and our representative. He's not seen on a regular basis because I can't remember the last time I saw him. Yeah? But that's just my opinion. I work during the day, so I don't know if he comes around when I'm here.
When he comes around here, I think he comes in special areas because I don't see him.
Why you can't get in? You know you can't get in. You can't get in no constituency. Because you always officer. We went for a funeral yesterday and I didn't go up there until he come down here. Because that work cleaning. Someone pushing down. Nobody living in it.
We don't have no criticism about mental theories because everybody down the side in favor of him. That's a fact. Everybody don't say in favor of him. You know, a fellow will make a little mistake in and out. But everybody in favor of him, in favor of him. That's not even the way we've been today. He will not be at all. Because his strongest point is about down the side.
Be sure to catch the complete report, Pulse of the People, on www.facebook.com Barbados Today this weekend. Barbados could follow the footsteps of Trinidad in banning the sale of unhealthy foods at schools. The ban in Port of Spain is due to take effect next month as part of a drive to promote a healthy lifestyle among students. Addressing the consultation on healthy eating this morning, Health Minister John Boyce announced that government is considering a similar move as part of a series of policies to promote healthy eating.
In my capacity as Minister of Health, I have recently requested officers of the Ministry to prepare a set of policy options for the consideration of the Cabinet of Barbados, which will create a regulatory framework to deal with the entire program of healthy foods. We believe it to be a start by ensuring regulations will get some approval with these regulations, then the step to legislation will be even much easier and quicker. I'm especially concerned about children and what is available to them on a daily basis in schools and its environments. Among these will be considerations regarding the marketing of unhealthy foods to children while they're at school. Consideration will be given to a ban on the sale or promotion of sweetened beverages on the premises of our schools.
Government recently slapped a 10% tax on sugar-sweetened drinks as part of efforts to curb consumption of such beverages. The move came amidst concerns of the rising incidence of non-communicable diseases in Barbados.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Read all about it, read all about it. Get your paper, only $2.25, let's get your paper.
You again with that stale news from yesterday. I got the Barbados Today app on my phone and I just get my news for free.
What do she?
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
In regional news, Bermudian health authorities are grappling with an unfolding crisis at the country's main hospital. At the King George VII Memorial Hospital, there is no more room in emergency department and acute care wing. Chief Executive Officer of the Bermuda Hospital Board, Vinetta Simmons, has been updating the country.
There are no patient beds right now at the hospital. And what does that mean? It means if you need acute care in the community, of course, you're going to come to BHB. But right now, every single bed in our emergency department and in our new acute care wing is completely full. How does this impact you? Well, first of all, if you're an outpatient and you're looking to have a surgical procedure in the next week or so, you might get a call saying that your surgical procedure has been postponed. You need to know that you have options. You can talk to your doctor as well as talk to your insurer to find out what your options are for your elective surgeries, because we will take care of acutely ill patients first.
And on the international scene, a big blow for United States President Donald Trump. Republican lawmakers today pulled the health care reform bill that had been presented to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act known as Obamacare. They abandoned the plan after it became clear that Republicans lacked the votes to get it passed.
We were just probably anywhere from 10 to 15 votes short. Could have even been closer than that. You'll never know because you never know how they vote. But in the end, I think we would have been 10 votes, maybe closer. But it's very hard to get almost 100%. You know, you're talking about a very, very large number of votes among any group. And we were very close to doing it. But when you get no votes from the other side, meaning the Democrats, it's really a difficult situation.
Will you reach out to Democrats now?
No, I think we have to let Obamacare go its way for a little while, and we'll see how things go. I'd love to see it do well, but it can't. I mean, it can't. It's not a question of, gee, I hope it does well. I would love it to do well. I want great health care for the people of this nation, but it can't do well. It's imploding, and soon will explode, and it's not going to be pretty.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper email updates and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic weekend.